This playthrough is rated T for teen.
You know, Book, you're the only thing that keeps me comforted at night in this ice cave. Glowing like that makes me feel warm, even though, you know, you don't actually give off a heat source. I'm lonely, aren't I? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. In the last episode, we continued through the ice cave and dealt with more dangerous creatures inside, with the deadly winter wolves as well as ice giants inside, waiting to fight the inevitable, boss at the bottom. If you haven't already guessed who the boss is going to be, you'll find out today. Hopefully, I should be able to get to that within a reasonable amount of time. Oh, sorry, I had to start my timer. Got to figure out, because I don't want to accidentally end up playing for, recording for like an hour without paying attention. Like, yeah, just trying to survive through this thing. Man, those giants, man, they were giving me a headache and a half. Oh, right, I gained a level last episode. I almost forgot to do something with that. So, all right, so what do we got here? Okay, so we got 12 points. So, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save my level for now, not to buy Mordenkainen's Sword 2, although that's what I'm gonna eventually go. But I think my next step is to get Ball Lightning, because I probably should have gotten this a little bit earlier, but I think this time, now that we're about to hit Chapter 3, it's probably going to be very pertinent. I start doing a lot more damage more frequently. And if you remember how much damage the lightning did when I fought, the Beholder and stuff like that, you realize it can be a pretty decent amount of damage, because, it just basically, you shoot it, and then it just, attracts damage to the people and goes zzz. If you get it maxed, it could do like 180 damage or something like that within its total time frame, which is pretty impressive. So that's what we're gonna go for. So we're gonna save. Now I could probably spend a bit because it's only 18 for the next level, but I think we can survive until that. Now you're probably asking myself, couldn't I have just hit max level really quickly with just the import method that this game offers? I could, but I'm not gonna cheap the system like that. Now if I was playing like extreme mode or something like that, then yes I would, but we're not playing extreme mode right now. So yeah, I almost forgot about this little section over here, so let's grab some barrels. Oh yeah, well, maybe I should have waited till the end of the game to talk about that. There is a harder difficulty than this, but I was gonna save that for the end, but I kind of forgot my words while talking and I blurted it out. But yeah, well, I don't know, it's not one of the few first games, but yeah, definitely a game that has replayability whenever we get to it, but I'll talk about that later on. And yeah, probably people figured out what's the whole changing players method and everything like that. You can actually import characters. I don't think I ever talked about this, weirdly enough. I should have talked about this at the very beginning of the game, just to talk about what it is. But you can import characters from the same file. So one trick to, actually I'll talk about that when we encounter the boss and when we beat the boss, because we're gonna beat the boss. I mean, that's just obvious. It's just how long will it take, and stuff like that. So, but I'll talk about importing there, and that'll give you a better sense of what I'm talking about. No, no giants, please. Anything but that noise. No. Okay, we're just gonna do what we've been doing before, and just let my good old sword take the damage. Yeah, as soon as I get spells like the lightning ball, we'll be able to get extra help from my actual magic this time. Yeah, probably my biggest blunder throughout this whole game has not really been utilizing the sorceress as well as I could have. I mean, I've been doing an okay job, but I probably shouldn't have died as many times, even though playing hard mode with some of the glitches and issues with the game. But yeah, I mean, she has really good spells, although the only problem with their spells is that they kind of don't, I don't know if I want to spoil the final boss or anything like that. Spoilers with the final boss. Let's just say the sorceress's magic doesn't work as well on the final boss of the game. So that's kind of one of the few flaws with playing the sorceress. Is her magic works really well up to the final point, and then you're like, oh, okay. Anyway, so let's keep going. No, that guy's been destroyed. Yeah, it's kind of sick when you think about the fact that I can. Okay, there's level 3, and we need to save before we go down there, because that starts us on the battle. So, actually, this chapter might be shorter than I thought. Probably should have stopped 10 minutes before the last episode, but I kind of, even though I have a timer, I kind of lost track of time. So, oh well, maybe the boss will take me a few tries, and then I'll do that. And I can also mess with the the import trick and stuff like that. Okay, so I think we've hit every little nook. We just have to get those like last little bits that are up ahead. So, oh yeah, I probably should save it again. Just to... Actually, we might have hit every spot on this map already. Oh, well, whoops. Should have. Yeah, I should have. No. Should have cut the episode a little earlier last time. Oh well. Well, it's better to make sure that you've hit every single hook. Wow. Yeah, I did fight everything. I could have swore I had like a bit more to go, like in terms of fighting people. Like I had a few more nooks to take care of, but no, I've hit everything. Off screen, I sold my chain gauntlets, got a little extra money from that, and then I bought some arrows to get to 200 roughly, so I can prepare myself for the final. Okay. Yep, that's it. Okay, well, did not expect it to do that soon, but all right. All right, let's save it again and prepare for the boss of Chapter 2. Like I said, if you haven't already figured it out yet, you will here in a second. It's not like the game was being tricksy about it. I mean, we pretty much knew what we were gonna encounter. Same thing with the first chapter. We knew what we were gonna fight after we finished the major section. So on to down 3. Now how does this boss work and everything? I don't know if they'll ever explain it, but just where we are going and everything like that. So okay, yeah, the last little bit of this. I think this whole level is basically just the boss dungeon or boss fight. Uh-oh, it's Syraxis, that dragon we accidentally summoned while trying to get the, Alright, I think Syraxis is female. Oh yeah, we'll get those treasures, but I'm not going to do that during the fight, obviously. Yeah, she spits, ice balls at you. She can stomp at you when you're, like, really close by. Sword might be helpful. You have to get to a point, though. You have to get pretty close. So we're going to kind of try to do a combination of... Yeah, I have to be careful about those falling rocks and getting too close to her. So the archer probably wouldn't be too bad here just because of his ability. But you have to be careful about, yeah. You can, okay, maybe being the archer isn't the best way to handle this, so. Yeah, I'm not doing a lot of damage, unfortunately. Ow. I probably should, maybe I should have bought a few more potions. I probably should have done that. Oh, okay, so yeah. And the problem is there's so much noise going on, I can't tell when I need to summon Mordenkainen's sword. I'm not sure, it probably is better to get up, ow. Yeah, see how like multiple rocks can hit you like at once. And not doing too bad on damage. I mean, yeah, I've gotten hit a bit, but... And the arrows, even though she flies in the air, I can still hit her with the arrows. Ow, 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 yeah, see how like multiple stones can hit you back to back? Yeah, probably should have bought a few more potions. Oh well. Let's get a little closer. So I'm gonna activate the sword. Yeah, the sword's probably gonna be the biggest contender for this, the damage in this fight is him, because see how he's constantly hitting me? Uh-oh. Too close, too close! Yeah, she can also, if you get too close, she'll start trying to stomp you in melee, which can't be completely protected against. Definitely not the hardest boss in the game. Yeah, we're getting pretty good. We're getting pretty lucky on the arrow. Yeah, just the few times I got hit, I just wasn't paying attention to the boulders that were trying to hit you. It's probably harder being the melee character in this, actually, I would think. Just, oh yeah, I got some of them. Yeah, I can't hear the sword disappear, so I can't tell like when I need to run back in and get it activated. Ow. I'm getting pretty lucky that the rocks aren't dropping on me. I mean, from the sky, I mean. Yeah, I just gotta pay attention where the sword is so I can kind of, yeah, she keeps trying to fly, and so I get so many hits with my sword. With my sword! There goes the Mordenkainen's, so let's get back in there. Now, if I had, like, the ball of lightning, that would probably really help, too, actually, because then I could just cast it and run into her and do, like, a ton of damage while the ball was, like, running in her area. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Stop that. Stop that. You're being silly. Right. And she's dead. Yep. You know, funny, this is appropriate. I just fought a white dragon in the Dark Alliance game that I recorded, and I beat that dragon just as soundly. So, although I was playing easy mode on that one, but that fight wouldn't have changed much if I was playing hard mode. But yeah, she's dead. And yeah, look at that nice little chunk of ooh, we finally got extra healing potions. Finally, the final level of healing potion. Yeah, we're gonna start getting those. We'll still get regular healing potions dropped, but yeah, we're on the next step. Ooh, we got I think it was either, I think there's treasure chest. We got a amulet dexterity +3, but unfortunately that would still only give me the +1 armor, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I didn't look up and see if it affected like a bow use or anything like that. I think it does, but anyway. Oh, no! I was gonna jump and I forgot to move. So more healing potions. More heal. Oh, crap! Oh, there's the teleport. That'll get us to chapter 3. Okay, I think that's it. So yeah, just a bunch of healing potions, but still, that'll help us in the next area. So, okay, obviously before we go on to, wow, I can't end the episode this early. I guess I will start chapter 3. I was gonna end it as soon as we finish the boss, but I'm like, I can't finish the episode in 10 minutes. That'd be kind of ridiculous. So, oh well, this is what I get for not paying attention to how long the level is. So, oh, we're blocked. Oh, we can't go back. Never mind. Okay, so well, I'll show it when I start chapter 3. So, which is what happens as soon as we enter the portal. So it's fine that I've already fought and everything. But I was gonna show you the trick I was gonna mention. So, but I can still do it after chapter 3 begins. So, all right, with her dead, it's time to see where this teleport goes. Where does it go? Well, nobody knows. Well, not so much for pomp and circumstance. Where are we now? Well, I did say where we are at now, so okay. Ooh, more potions. More regular healing, but hey. Now, unfortunately, the problem is now we're in an area where we can't recall back again to a local area. So we had to play this dungeon until we get to a decent spot. And yeah, we can't go back for whatever reason. So, okay. So first of all, to do this trick, I need to, see how our look at our experience right there from like halfway because of beating the boss. Bosses are the best way to get experience, especially at low levels. So what I want to do is I want to save a new file. And then I want to load an old file as so. So let's just, we're in the Sunken Chapel, but we go back to Ice Cave level 2, where I saved before we fought the boss. Which it'll be that character. So yeah, you see the experience and everything. We are so forth and so on. So what I do is I go to change players. I go to import from slot 1, and then I choose which file I want to import my character from. So I want to import the Sunken Chapel character. So import, yes, and then we accept it, and it's got to reload the game because it's got to reload the import. And boom, see, now we got the experience. So, if I want to do it again, I can go fight Syraxis there, get the experience, get a level, because I think, because that gave me like quite a bit of experience. I don't know the total of experience it gave me, but you could tell it filled up like half my experience bar. So, if I did that again, I would have gained a level, and then that would give me a chance to, and I could just keep doing this, go beat Syraxis, save it at the Sunken Chapel again, then reload this file, import it, do it again, and then until I hit a reasonable level. But I didn't want to do that. Not that it's cheating, because I mean, the game lets you do that. So if you really want to make the game a lot easier, even on the harder difficulties, you could do that. But I want to play semi-fair. Well, I don't know if fair is the word I would use, but I want to play it semi, like if I was playing it regularly without using the tricks or anything like that. So anyway. Let's see what the Sunken Chapel has to offer. And of course, bring out our sword. Oh, we got undead. Yeah, too bad I don't have any disruption weapons. Oh well, we might find some in here. Although it depends on the damage they would do, so. Yeah, I have to be careful here, because now, yeah, like I said, we don't have a recall point right now, so we just have to make do with what we got. So hopefully we don't. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I thought they dropped something, but it looks like it was just an amulet that was activating their undeadness or something like that. There we go. Okay, let me activate that. We'll leave Bo on for a little while. So yeah, we've hit the Sunken Temple in Chapter 3. I think this chapter is a bit longer than Chapter 2 and 1. Not by much, if I recall. Because, I mean, this is basically, at least as far as I remember, there's only 3 chapters in the game. It's just, but this chapter is particularly long because of what we have to do. Because, you know, this is fighting one of the last bits and enemies, and then encountering the, you know, leader of this alliance, or one of the more big influencers or whatever. So, how many arrows did I actually use on her? Oh wow, I'm almost out. I must have used quite a few arrows on Syraxis. Huh.
No room.
Am I full? Oh, is it because of all the nuts? Dang it. Oh wow, we got a new helmet. And that is better than what we got. Yes. Actually, did that drop from the chest or? No, I think maybe it did. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't look as good as the chain helmet. Oh well. Might be forced to oh yeah, we got the dexterity amulets and potions. I could start using rejuvenation potions and come back after a bit, because that would sell for quite a bit. So I'm not going to use them all if I don't need to, but I will try to use magic a bit more in here and come back for that later. So, okay. We got quite a few undead. So, and yeah, like I said, if I had like ball lightning or anything like that, these guys would probably be toast a lot faster. But oh well. Be careful about. I'm trying to make enough room for the padded armor because I think I need like 12 or 15 to get that. If I use a couple of rejuvenation potions, that might help me. Ow. Luckily, these guys don't do a ton of damage, but it can add up if you let them. Alright, oh, what? Yeah, good. Yeah, remember back in the beginning of the game when I said about, you know, getting people locked up in you know, rows like that, you know, keeping them kind of tunneled or whatever. So I must have used enough potion or things to pick it up. So how much did that weigh anyway? 12, yeah. Okay, well anyway, let's keep going forward. Oh yeah, almost out of arrows, so I want to save some. And you can tell we're in a different type of area because it's not like a typical. The map structure is different than what we're used to, as you can see. It's not like your typical map. It's like if you were in the open area, like in a town, like the Dwarven Village or Baldur's Gate itself. Kind of weird how like a good deal of the game doesn't even take place in Baldur's Gate. Oh. Oh, Mesa just come back for this. Oh yeah. Oh, I took a lot of damage. So. Oh, use the heal.
No room.
Yeah.
I'll have to come back for this.
Nope.
I'm not strong enough to carry.
I'll have to come back later.
I'm not strong.
I don't want to leave this area with the. Aw, man, all this magic stuff. Why? Why, game? Now you give me all this awesome stuff. What was that? It is a Amulet of Constitution. Now that would be highly a good idea because that would increase my hit points a little bit, but also increase my regeneration a little bit too. So that's definitely something strong to think about to get rid of the Amulet Protection +2 is good, but if I'm always going to get attacked, it might be better just to get the HP boost and the regeneration. Something to consider, but I'll have to remember to come back in this room after dealing with you. More zombies. Or Juju zombies or whatever. I think they're just zombies, but I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'm just getting them all in a row. All in a row. I've got to be careful about them all eventually stacking up to me. Oh wow. My magic just like cut out all of a sudden. I was like, what? Yeah, I gotta do the I want to see if I can pick up that. What is that? That's a warhammer. Just I think maces are lighter. Let's see how much. Let's see if it's even worth equipping. It doesn't do as much damage, but there is the possibility of disrupting the undead, so it might be something to consider. Let's see if I can get him to. Well, still. Yeah, see, I can still possibly disrupt him. So I still want to use my magic and everything like that, but I have a. It's worth taking off here. I can't pick up a recall potion. Come on, game. Man, yeah, this is one of the few times where. Now there technically is an interesting trick when it comes to like glitching out like your.
I'll have to come back for this.
But I think I need to have two. I think I need to have 2 strength rings for this to work, though. So, if I remember correctly, yeah, I think it's based off your. I think you have to have 2 strength rings, and it requires unequipping and equipping them again to get the result you need. But like I said, I don't have. Oh, we're on to skeletons now. Yeah, it requires basically kind of glitching the game out and equipping and re-equipping the strength rings, and that allows you to pick up like keep all of your stuff you're carrying. But I don't have 2 strength rings, so I can't really do this anyway. So, now we're in a skeletons are a bit more dangerous than zombies, but they actually move faster. Ouch. That guy hit really hard. Like I said, I will use the mace, but I wanna kind of purposely reduce my rejuvenation potions so they cost so much. I know this will hurt me kind of in the long run, but I need this stuff now, and I mean I can sell all this stuff, so
I have no room for that.
I may have to resist, or I may have to think about maybe tossing certain things, like stuff that doesn't weigh as much, like that leather helmets and stuff like that. Actually, let me see. I didn't think so. I thought I'd check it anyway, just in case maybe there was a glitch or something that would let me recall back or something like that. So yeah, I might have to decide about.
Strong enough to carry anymore.
What's the word? Thinking about like what's more, because the padded leather +2 clearly is going to be more for selling than the padded leather +1. I think that was a +1 leather, wasn't it? Yeah, so like it would be easily more. So. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen an undead. You think they were gone forever? But nope. Wonder if we can get lucky with more disruption attacks. Well, I mean, every once in a while it'll happen because it's a basic disruption, but... Okay. Might even get a level by the end of this, like, area, maybe, depending on the experience we can get. More sword. I do have to be careful about using all my rejuvenation potions, because those can start disappearing like really fast if I'm not careful. So, yeah, unfortunately, because of how much the padded armor weighs. And the sad thing is, it doesn't even give us that much more than the padded helmet. Look at that; it's only like 40 more. So I could easily drop that, really, for like the 400 loss. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Figure out a good way to. Ooh, what's this? More treasure. Great. More treasure that I can't. I could wait to open that. Because, yeah, here's a. I think that takes us up to the next area. Yeah, the road west. The road less traveled. Because I think as long as you don't open the chest, you don't have to worry about, like, missing the contents. So. Let me, I guess I could check a theory out. Let me save it really quick. So that way I don't possibly miss out on selling the disruption. Because if I, like off screen, if I find out that the Warhammer and both disappear, I'll probably just figure out which one's better and keep that instead. Oh, there was the club too. Oh, but I can, yeah, might as well take that. Why not? Okay, let's save it. Go outside. Yeah, unfortunately I might be missing a bit of gold for that, but yeah, what can you do? I mean, the only other method would be just to drop a bunch of potions, but that is not a good deal. Anyway, I'll put that back on since I'm really getting rid of all these. I'd have to like use a lot of rejuvenation just to reduce that. Well, anyway, let's go up top and see where we're at. What other part of the Forgotten Realms have we gotten to? Loading? Uh-oh. Lizardmen. Well, looks like we're not done quite yet with our adventure. No quick area to. Yeah, this is probably the worst when it comes. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We got still got undead, and then we've got lizardmen. So let me. So I think that's lizardmen anyway. Could be troglodytes maybe, but I think they're lizardmen. Ow. If I remember correctly, the lizardmen aren't too bad. Like in just terms of like what they can do and everything like that. Oops. I think they're a bit beefier, if I recall, but I don't think they punch that hard. Oh, here. Are we gonna do something to me, or? Yeah, I probably lost out on those. I might make a. I'll have to. Whoa, talking about a load. Usually that doesn't happen. That's more of another issue, if you know what I mean. So, all right, we'll just make a new save, so that way I can test my theory out. I could probably avoid attacking the rest of the creatures and try to get to the next area where I could actually like sell stuff. I might do that actually. Just skip all the encounters, because they'll still be there when I get back. You know, it's one of those things where it's probably not a good idea to avoid everyone, but you can do it. That way, you don't have to worry about like dropping and picking up and messing with the stuff. So look at that! Look at all that undead, and look how easily I can run away from it. Yeah, I guess I never showed it because you usually want to kill everything that you run across for experience purposes. But I never showed you the fact that you could pretty much outrun everything. It's just if you... I mean, I guess you'd want to do this maybe if you're playing imported a maxed level character and you just want to do the story stuff, I guess. Which, oh yeah, I never talked about that. Max level in this game is 40, by the way. If you can... Usually most people don't get it on the first go of the game. They usually have to import a character and play on a harder difficulty or whatever to get that. Or they use the trick where they just keep killing bosses for experience. Especially the Syrexis is probably the last place to. Oh, we got a dude here, but we're not gonna talk to him yet. He's a quest giver. I don't think we have to talk to him anyway, but or we do. Okay, never mind then. Hello, good sir. Apparently, you're the only lizard man who doesn't want to murder my face. Sorry, I have to talk to him from the front. No talking from the back.
Peace, peace. Show no. I have no wish to fight you. I am called Slavos. I place the wall of vines upon the snaking trail of mud to herd you here to this island.
Hurting me here? That sounds like an evil thing to do, dude. And your name is Slavus? I'm sorry, Slay? Slay? Yes, queen? You speak common? Why did you block my path? Why did your people attack me when you're the marsh, Selvis? Yeah. Yeah, why did your people attack me?
The warriors who attacked you are not my people. Once, perhaps, but no longer. I live here in the marsh. Alone. A tribe of one.
Well, then you're not a tribe, because a tribe is a group. I could pull out the definition, but how'd you know? See, why did you block my path? Very well. How'd you know I was in the marsh?
The marsh spoke of your coming. The mud vipers, the carrion beetles, the haskar birds, the rost fish, all told me of you. Your first step into the marsh rippled outwards like a stone upon a pond.
I like his little design, and obviously it looks like a little skittish, but you can see his little chains there. I think those are possibly gemstones, bone, and then you can see that, like, that's either a lizard or, like, maybe a wooden moniker of a dragon. It's hard to say, but yeah. Oh, very nice. Why'd you block my path with all vines, you jerk?
Road of snaking mud. You would have stumbled upon the gathered tribes of my people. They live within the innards of one of your drowned cities. It is no place for a warm blood from beyond the marsh.
How do you know I'm warm-blooded? Maybe I'm hot-blooded, hot-blooded. Yeah, we already asked that. So, very well. What do you want with me?
I have brought you here to ask why you have come to our lands. The Onyx Tower, is it your god?
Well, I mean, I don't believe in idolatry, so I don't believe in towers. You know, that's not fully functioning forms of religion, I don't believe. No, what is this tower you speak of?
The Onyx Tower, whose surface glitters like oil upon the water. It arrives in our homeland quick, sudden, and stabs into the heart of the marsh like a poisoned spear. All the tribes have raised their spears to it. Their hissing has become low and weak, that of slaves. The tower has devoured the hearts of my people, all except Slavos.
I wonder why. Are you like a druid or something like that? Probably. You say this tower came to the marsh? How? Or Slavis, maybe you can help each other. I need to stop the lizardmen and get inside the tower you speak of. Why? What? Defeat these things. Anyway. Defeat these things. Anyway. You say you came to the marsh. How?
I do not know. Darkness falls, then rises. Leaves the tower behind like a weapon dropped on a field of battle. Tower smells of fire pits and cities. Things not of the marsh. Not even moonlight will touch it. For the tower drinks its light. It is a black kiss, a serpent's bite on the land.
You have a way with words for a guy who probably common isn't his main language. Common is like whatever the common language is, you know, what people speak. Doesn't have to be English. It could be just like whatever your, you know, AD&D. They just common, whatever common is in that land. So it just appeared one day? What lies in this tower?
Within the tower is a spider of doors, bones, death. The spider wears the snakeskin of a female, a human. She has great power, terrible anger, yet she is bones and hate only, with no blood body. She rose from the marsh after dying beneath its waters.
Oh no. Looks like we have like a lich or something like that on our hands, or some undead monstrosity. Great. What does she want with your people?
She gives them weapons of metal, so they may. Now my people slay trees, build great wooden machines that throw spears and rock, make mud roads to Onyx Door in Marsh, the one you walked through when you came.
Oops.
She leads them to war, one they cannot win. She will make the sky rain with the blood of my people, turn the tribes into a feast for the vultures.
I didn't mean to skip that part. I just, I guess when I clicked more, it abruptly in his dialogue and went to the next step of it. So, how come you don't serve the tower?
Slava speak to the water, the mist. Slava serve the marsh. Tower is a thing of your weak-blooded people, humans, cities. It smells of fire and hate. It does not belong in our lands. Slavus would never raise his spear to such a thing. Yet this has claimed my people. My people who need nothing of your cities. This marsh is big enough for many tribes of my people. Yet the spider within the tower wants to drive them into human cities, to spill human blood. She promises gold, steel, food. It will only kill my people. My people. The dead have no use for such things.
True. You can't take it with you in the afterlife. Well, it depends. In D&D, it kind of depends on who you are and everything like that. Technically, you can't go to the afterlife with all of your stuff attached. You just have to teleport there because that's or planar shift or whatever. But why do you call her the Spider of Doors?
It is what she does. She makes onyx doors to dry places far beyond our lands. To cities and tribes of your people. That door in the innards of the human shrine you step from is one of these doors.
What do you mean, you people? I'm an elf. You keep talking about humans. I'm not a human. Or if you're the dwarf, the same thing. You know, we don't even have the archer in the group here. But I get his point. You know, those types of civilized races is apart from him or whatever. So, Okay. Yeah, maybe we can help each other. I need to get inside this tower you speak of, and stop this woman.
If you will strike the spider within the tower, then I will give you help any way that I can. Supplies, guidance, these things I may help you with.
A shop?
If you wish to reach the tower, you must first go through the tribes of my people. Shall ungrow the walls of vines in your path. The walls of vines in your path. Clear the way for you. Continue along the snaking trail of mud to the drowned town of humans. Now the great gathering place of the tribes of the marsh. Beyond the drowned city is the tower.
Very well. Yeah, exactly, very well. Tell me these tribes, do they have any weaknesses?
The tribes are camped in the innards of the human drowned city. To scatter them, you must break the spine of the tribes.
Well, I think I have a Mesa Disruption here somewhere.
Find our king, Sesseth. Very strong, very angry, but stupid, like big tree. He lives in Great Stone Fort in Human Town. Find him there, kill him.
Oh, well, violence it is then.
Sesseth's death will make the tribes scatter like quarrelsome snakes. Follow the drums. They will lead you to my people.
The drums? I think the last time that happened, dwarves died in Lord of the Rings, so... Very well, I should go to this drowned city, then.
Once before the Great Drowning, our land was the land of your people. Now, under the water, many things of your people can be found. Things of steel and magic. Slavers cannot use them, does not need them.
Oh, well. So I get to keep all that. But you'll buy it off of me, I guess? The Great Drowning.
Long ago, in the days when the sun's face was upon these lands and my people had not yet come, a king of your people claimed this land for his own.
Once again with these you people. Who do you mean you people? Elves? But anyway, yeah, we can skip his story time, but no, let's keep asking him. Tell me of this king.
All this king sees, he claims as his. All he can touch, he says is his. He was foolish, greedy like most humans. But one day a shaman came, sat in the middle of the lands, and sees not the king, hears him not. Makes king's blood burn like fire.
I think there's a spell like that in D&D somewhere if I remember. But what did the king do?
The king sends soldiers to make great shamans see and hear him, but the shaman turns the land against him. Throws fire at warriors, turns the shaman, makes kings seem like little hatchlings. Kings seem like little hatchling, makes the king very angry.
So if he threw fire at him, it was either burning hands, most likely a fireball, or if he was really powerful, the minute meteorites. Turning to rock, he probably petrified them. Oh, those are the only two spells. I was thinking he mentioned something else. But what did the king do then? Yeah, it's like the elf is captivated. It's like, ooh, story time.
So king finds another shaman, sends him after the first to make the first one see and hear. Shamans have big battle, turn the land against each other. Both shamans die. The land becomes very angry.
I like his little pantomiming where when the character says die, he puts a finger to his throat indicating, slitting the throat or whatever. So a little attention to detail, man. And when the land becomes very angry, people die!
When land became angry, water beneath earth became angry. Water rises from water stair and swallows the warm blood kingdom. Kill your people. It was punishment. Punishment for a king that claimed to own land. No one owns land.
Tell that to modern day people, my friend. What is this water stair?
Greater pours up through it. Keeps the land beneath through it. Keeps the land beneath the water. Brings mists. Do not go there. Very dangerous place.
Brings mist. You mean Ravenloft? No, that's a different game, folks. Not in this world. Not in this game, that's for sure. She's like, oh, that's interesting. Anyway, can you tell me something? Oh, and then we can rest. I can see what supplies you have. So do you actually talk when I sell stuff, dude? But anyway, let's, yeah, even though we have the undead there, probably my best bet is to not keep a, if I really need to, well, let's see what you can buy. So obviously arrows, and yeah, we have the next step of, ooh, we now got +4 stuff now, so yes, look at all that. Look at all the cost there, folks. Look at that. Obviously, if you're playing the fighter, you definitely want to consider either the mithril battle axe for pure damage, or if you want to be a bit faster, the halberd of speed, if you want to go for pure damage. That's a staff? That looks like a, oh no, it is a staff. It just looked like an axe there for a second. So, if we fight a lot of undead, you probably want to get the mithril star of destruction, or if you don't care about that too much and you just want some pure damage, the Shocking Burst Darkwood Staff will be the way for us to go. Has a little bit better minimum, but it has a higher total damage rate. And then obviously when we want to work towards a short bow to upgrade our bow to the next step, which I think the bow's damage, yeah, 14 to 44. So that turns, let's look at the damage application, 14 to 44. So it adds 10 damage extra to the minimum, and then adds 25 to the max. So, and that's not counting crits and stuff like that. So, so that's what we're working towards. And I think I'll skip the Mace of Disruption, even though we're going to be fighting a bit of undead. I think in the long run I'll probably just do the staff. We'll see what happens if I have extra money, or if I decide to keep a Staff of Disruption or something like that, just for minor damage. We'll see. Alright, now we got the next set. Now we're starting to get into +1 armor, so we can actually straight up buy. Oh boy. Yeah, the next step is the half plate and full plate stuff. Look at the weight on that stuff. Yeah, I'll have to hold off on doing that, mainly because of the weight, because I'll probably keep on the scale mail for longer, because even though I'm missing out on, like, what is it, I have 23, so I'm missing out on 16 AC, but not buying it. But the weight is just gonna kill me if I can't do that. So we'll have to see what happens. I might have to wait for drops and then see. Maybe put on strength stuff yet? Nope. Strength stuff yet? Nope. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I missed it. I might just have to invest in buying the strength rings and do that trick where I can equip multiple rings. And the only problem is if you dropping stuff you can't. Well, if I ever do the trick officially, I'll tell you all about it. But now we can buy extra potions, so we can't buy regular ones anymore. But they will still drop next step ones, and we can buy recalls. So okay, so let's sell some stuff. Yeah, I'll keep the mithril mace for now, but I'll probably end up just chain, and then we'll sell those that lesser dexterity amulet. Might as well. Oh, we got the amulet of constitution. Yeah, I'll end up just selling this ring and probably buying a ring. We'll see what happens on that one. So. And now that we're in the new area, we now get a new quest. Kill the Lizard King. Kill the Lizard King. Head deeper into the marsh, enter the abandoned keep, and destroy Seth the Leather King. So, alright, folks. Well, I'll figure out what to buy, but yeah, I'll probably... Actually, I got enough money. I'll probably just buy the staff for now, but too bad that... How much more does that... Like, how much more does that weigh? Let's see, because the dagger's like 1 pound. Ugh. More weight. More weight. God. But anyway, we've now hit the marsh, so now we've got to deal with the undead. Oh, he's going to open up the gateway, or path, the gateway, or pathway, or whatever. Yeah, we definitely need a cutscene for that. But yeah, now we're in the marsh, so the next thing we have to deal with is lizardmen, the undead, and the unwavering stench, and the fact we'll need a bath when this is all over. But find out how we deal with that next time in the next episode of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.